Give me no trouble tonight. Born again. Welcome, good night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. How will the past relationship affect the present? CEBA. Seba? That's how it pronounced. Welcome. Jeff, good night. Welcome. Leon, welcome. Welcome. Hi, UK. Welcome in the house. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, is this NBBAH? Close all doors and windows. My doors and windows are closed. Russian will react quickly. I, Siba, welcome. If you could give me some of that in English, I would be appreciative. Thanks. Siba. Welcome to each and everyone tonight who have joined. And as you come in, could you kindly just touch the like button? I would appreciate some likes tonight, all the time. Yes, I would very much love to enjoy some likes. Staying off the grid. Hello. About us? Barf, BARF. Staying off the grid. Hello, pleasure to meet you. Would you like to have a wonderful conversation about broth? When you say broth, what are you talking about? And you say having a conversation about broth, what are you talking about? And then I have already said my conversation for tonight already. hmm Um, English and Spanish. Give me English. I'm not good at Spanish again because I do not use the Spanish regularly. Anything you have and you don't use it, you lose it. And that is what happened to me. So little and much, I'll speak Spanish. I started to put myself back through it because guess I have to meet people who have different lingua, and because of that, at least if it's even buenos dias, you're supposed to can say it. Okay, so maybe that is only where yeah, because our country that I am from, we were first English Spanish speaking country, and because so many um, leaders and rulers and are vying for this little piece of rock, we changes from one to the next, and we end up with English. Even that some of the times people don't even realize that some of the things that they have spoken, it is some of the wording is Spanish. It is coming from a way back when. We can have a delightful conversation about drinking and vomit. You know, I've kind of set this, but I'll see how far I can pack this one in. Intoxication. Yes. Um, I like to prepare my things. I can just give some things from off the top. Sorry, but when I am calling to do a live, I like to be clear on what I am delivering to the person that are listening to me. Understand? I just don't like to speak out of my hand middle. And I actually did a live like this sometimes ago. But never mind. We're gonna go in a part of this. Yes. And I can find some of my notes to drop in. Never mind. I'll I will do just that. Okay then. Let me officially welcome and then we can talk about. So this is going to be a two-part. Welcome each and every one, and as you walked in, as you tune in, as you turn on, could you kindly touch the like button? It is most welcome. It is important, it is free, and it is welcome to do so. Right. How did you spend your Friday, Saturday into Sunday? I hope you have a good time. I hope on top of everything you have been rested, because if you don't rest down the road later, you will have problem. Don't matter how much work you have doing. Don't matter what kind of work you are doing. Your rest is deserved. And you should have some rest. Just wait. Did you have your cup of coffee? Because they just like for you. Right? So don't matter what is it. If you go and party, get some rest. You're working, get some rest. It is important. It cannot be emphasized enough how important your rest is. That's the time your body in your restful state, that your body do so many things. It it re it eliminate toxin from the body, and so many work I've done while you took your sweet rest. Is it Gilmore? Good night. Welcome. I am so good. Yeah. It's calling me. Ah, okay, good. And it is important to have some rest. And don't take it for a joke. It is important. Don't matter what work you do. Carve out some times to rest. Carve out some times to rest. It's like you have a vehicle and you are working that vehicle and you are not servicing the vehicle. You are not checking on the vehicle to see if everything is okay. Right? And so you will be on a long journey one day and the vehicle is so tired and it decided not to go any further with you. Could you please put up that number sign 14M whatever it is for me? Just attach it. That persons may not have to ask, they will see it. Oh, you're just learning English. Good, good, good. It is important to have English. That's a main language. Believe me, it's a main language. So don't matter how other language, whatever lingua you go in, English. And so, but if you said you're learning English, you're doing a lot, man, because you can write it, and you're writing just learning English. Yeah. And so, where I was at. Okay. Somebody want me to talk about drinking and vomit. What kind of liquor though? What kind of liquor? For those that are just coming, that are just joining my life, joining this channel for the first time, I welcome you. It is my pleasure and my appreciation to you. If you have not subscribed, could you please do so? For those that are here with us continually, moving the trail along, welcome with appreciation. There is never a time that I do not appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Even if you don't hear me call you by name, I welcome and I appreciate everyone. Everyone. And I appreciate and welcome your input. My thing with your input, your opinion, you are entitled to that. Just let your opinion be moderate. You know? Do not be rude in your opinion. Because we all are human. And we all have feelings. We all know when things taste good from when it tastes bad. Do not let your opinion crush anyone's feelings. Because we are here to learn and we are here to be learned. I am from you and you from me. Okay? You can say something. The other night we have this person from Middle East and he was very instrumental in this thing, right? On top of the amount that I know. I know the backshot wind stop, mighty friends. Okay, Frenny. Okay. Right? So let us, you know, be cordial, be nice to each other. That even when we bumped into each other face by face, we are nice to each other. And so we get things moving. You understand? Because sometimes I think I know, and I know, and I know. But somebody else is right there, Solomon. You're stuck on the Band-Aid brand cause brand Band-Aid stuck on me. Right? So therefore, we treat other with love and with respect. With love and with respect. So we don't stay in the comment section and we be rude to anyone else. No, we don't want that. We want to set some form of example on the internet. Yes, let it begins with us. Okay, so if persons the other night somebody asked about Cash App and believe you me, I didn't want to give the wrong thing, so without persons asking, it is being pinned there, that just in case, yeah, because persons keep asking. So here it goes. I pin it on there, and that is $14 MCP. Okay, for those that are having birthdays, happy birthday. For those that are, what's my shoe size? My shoe size is 8. Sometimes, depend on the brand, it is 8.5. Okay, slipper is like, yeah, 8, because you wouldn't want to be hanging over. Sneakers can be 9. Sometimes, depending on the brand. That's how it goes, yeah. Okay then. And so, we all have to respect each other in front and behind, because guess what? We want respect. So we have to give respect in order to gain respect. Good. For anyone that have any persons, friends, relative that are sick, our prayers are with you. Right? Keep holding on to faith. Sometimes you may wonder the diagnosis of the doctor can keep you kicking over your own self, and at the same times the pocket that have to go with that. Can we see your what? Can you see my wonderful shoe? Fast upcoming video. What does it mean? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. This is my slipper. Yeah. I can't get up to go get you, man. I can't get up to go and get you. I'm taking care of magnificent feet, thank you. Oh, okay. And so, I'm cutting in and out. I'm missing some of my, yeah. Okay. Sometimes the diagnosis from the doctor make you really want to kick yourselves over. But listen to me. There is nothing too hard that cannot be done. If it is to be done, okay, I gotta stand up and show my feet to show you my slipper. Uh, yeah, good. Let's keep it moving. Um, Sometimes the diagnosis makes you wonder, how did this go? Sometimes we do damage repair and all the rest of it, but never mind. Trust in the Lord and in the power of his might. Why you wish you were a servant? Well, yeah. If we follow the scripture of God, then yeah. If we follow the scripture, then yeah. Anyhow. Miss Mel answer them question for me now. Anyhow, keep your light burning. Keep your light burning. It is hard sometimes to know an internal illness, and it doesn't leave a nice taste in our mouth. It's not a good feelings. It have us to be wandering here and wandering there and wondering, but never mind. He's able at all times to do the impossibles. All right? And so, my topic tonight is hello. Taking the past in the future, will it work? I am talking about a ship that sails with all type of cargoes on it. And we have the different type of ship. We have the cargo ship, we have the tourist ship, we have just about all those vessels out there. But each vessel that we think of, they carries a certain amount of cargoes. And you will soon understand what I am saying about cargoes. So I am using it in so much figurative speech. Good. Thinking of a ship carries all aeroplane in there. Car, truck, bus. You have the ship that carries ammunitions. You have the ships and all their cabins are of such. And we have the ship that carries tourists. Passenger ship, if we should say that way. But even in that, we have different type genre of people travels on these ships, right? We have this ship loaded with different things. Yeah. And actually, what I am getting hot tonight is the ship that we call relationship. Relationship. the ship we call relationship. And we took great pleasure in it. Relation, you hear the name? Relationship. We are relating to each other. We are relating and relating. But even that ship is so loaded with cargoes that should let off in the depths of the sea. We carry around these cargo. We carry around these type of baggages that should not be journeying with us on our journey. And in the sense of that word, because we look at the you and the me relation in ourselves, we are saying, oh, it is good. On the relationship, have you ever stopped for a moment, take time out to search the cabin of the relationship? Have we? Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Have we ever took time out to search the cabin of the relation of the ship? No. We are busy, wanted to get into this knitted relationship. We want the ship to work, to sail for us, to sail in our sea, to sail as we are the what you call the person who do the ship? The driver, the navigator, everything in the ship. And we are so busy, Nico. How are you, my girl? Well, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. How are you? Right? We are busy looking on other things instead of focusing on what will work for us. What are you looking for? What will you able to work with? We actually messages related. I don't know what that is. We are so busy not think of ourselves sometimes, but not thinking what is going to be the rough seas. What will cause the waves to be going I and I? We are busy, very busy, working it out, working the maths in our head. That yes, it will go this way. Yes, it will be this way. Yes, we got to sail this way. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we need to examine. We need to examine. Just spin it once. Just once. You don't need it twice. We need to examine the vessels that we intend to set a sail with. Find out if the anchor can hold. Because if the anchor cannot hold, then We are up for rough seas. We are up for iceberg. We are up for so many things. So we should take time out to see the iceberg before us and see it afar off before it gets into it. Yeah. Because once it hit the iceberg, our vessel is over. Yes. And so we find ourselves in a whole lot of pickle and we can't get out of sometimes. And getting out of it most of the time is so much problem. It was easy to get into and to close the door and set a sail without knowing who is the pilot and what the pilot is capable of. We just got on board and we and the pilot having champagne, having all the expensive drink, and that's it. But there's more to it than we can ever imagine. And you may look at the caption and said, hey, but it is there. No. Hello. Will the past affect the future? Yes, it does. Many of the times, we are in that very ship, and there's no lifeboat on the ship. When you are getting in that ship, ensure you have a lifeboat. One or two, but have a lifeboat for escaping the sinking ship. When it is going under, ensure you have a lifeboat to escape. Because if you don't have a lifeboat, you will be going under. And the going under is not, the landing is not going to be nice. You will be having that for the rest of your life to live with. Gasil, yeah. A lot of persons are in a relationship. We met somewhere along our life journey. And we start with a simple yes and no question. You ask a question, or single syllables, yeah, yes, no, and it go on until you start thinking, because whether the man or the woman said something that are sounding good, and oh yeah, I could take him up on his offer. Yeah. So let's go out for having lunch. Let's go out for a coffee drink. Let's go out, and we see each other right there and then. And of course, I'm the goofy. Okay, so we went out on our coffee date. We went out on our drink date. We went out on a date just to speak with each other. Just to say, okay, and we see each other face to face, squarely look each other in the eye, and of course, what you are saying and what you're saying and what you're saying. And it's either No. Or let me try. And, okay, okay, let me give it a try. Maybe a short term. And from the short term, it may lead right into a long term. So no problem. Let's give it a try. And so, when you crossed over the dating bridge, the dating hump, and you decided to go further, we just took what the person said in that, on that, around that dating. There is much we ask, much more we ask. Okay, Felix, how are you? There is a lot we ask. And because we do not ask the real questions, when we intended to ask them, it's a little bit too late. And listen to this. Can your past relationship affect the future? Here I start out with ship. Yes. Ship is a big, big thing. It carries a lot of things. It can, and it will. New ones, emotional scars, and learned behavior can carry over, impacting trust, communication, and emotional. You're sorry for what? Right? So yes, the ship you are in, whatever the other persons brought over, can impact, can affect the future. There's a lot of person, what did you say? From the future. Yeah. There's a lot of persons who, it is so unfortunate that their first love, their first person, the first relation, the first ship, not necessarily end up to be that ship for the rest of their life. It end up that this is not the same pilot, not the same navigator, not the same driver, not the same whoever you put that to be for the rest. Realize you have to step off that ship and you are stepping on another ship. Stepping on the other ship can cause a lot of problem if you don't sit long enough to sort out the cabins, throw out the useless things in it, get over the umps that you have experienced in the first ship. So guess what? You're coming over with a backpack of useless garbage to the next ship. To you, it is not useless, but how will it affect the new driver of this, the new sailor, the new navigator, the new whoever in the other ship. Stop and think about that. Or will it affect the other one? And before I go further, let me tell you this life story. The things I speak here is not something that I went anywhere. I don't read a novel book with it. I don't. It's most the things that happen right in front of your eyes. This gentleman, he is the elder of a certain church, attending that church from as long as you can remember. And I think that lady in marriage is the first one. Maybe wasn't the really first, you were the virgin, you were the virgin. I don't think that is it. But in marriage, that lady were the first one. And they have their marriage for a very long time. So he gets used to, he knows this woman inside out. She set her sail in a certain way. And this is what the husband lives with over many decades. It so happened that she took sick and she passed away. Oh my God. He is there. He is there. He is there. And out of the very same church, he chose a next wife, which is many moons younger than he is. Maybe it's not even the age, but look what follows behind. Yes, she felt good. This is a elderly man and, whatever. And I think they do their homework, and some of the things, the world is ending. Right? I think they do their homework and some of their things and whatever. Now after she be wedded, and now the woman of the house, the wife of the man, tomorrow I go to school. My God. Oh, you're going to school tomorrow. Okay, that's so good. That's so nice. You do a lot of catch up and then, of course, school again. Have a good time. I guess you enjoy your break off, your break. So you're going back fresh, strong, and good. Yes. She is there to have my husband. When the man, her husband, is going to do things and repeat things, he haven't done it only with the both of them in sight. They're having visitors, and he did it. They are at church, and he did it. They are at play, and this is what he said. Let's say his wife named Julie. Fictitious name. Can you bring me some water? Oh yes, I'm coming, Azzy. And she went and she filled her water and she took it to him. Oh my God. Julie would have never Julie would have never given me out of this glass. Julie would have put the the coaster and cover it. Julie would have put it into the little tray and bring it to me. You're not talking about Julie, you're talking about Mary now. Julie is out of the picture, and this is Mary in the picture. And this is his daily things. Visitors come to his house. Hi, Mary. There are 3 visitors here. Can you get something for them? He did not say what to get to them because now she is new into the ship. She as a woman, she would be looking on the visitors, apparently may ask them, would you like a cup of tea? Would you have some cold beverage? Would you so and so? He said. So Bonnie said, no, only some water. Oh yes, I would have a cup of coffee. How you want your coffee? Hot or cold? Cream or no? And you do the questioning. And politely, she just go ahead and she get the things that come. And in front of the visitor, I said, are you an idiot? Julie would have never done this. Julie would... Tell me something. You are in a shoe like that. How fast wouldn't you kick the hell out of that shoes and run? She cannot do anything that is right. Because it's not so Julie did it. It's not so Julie. And everything is all about Julie. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Right? It's all about Julie. Now you are seeing Mary in front of you. Julie is long gone. Julie won't be coming back to visit you anytime. Julie passed away, been buried. And this is a marriage relationship that now you are this lady. Having her to know is not Julie, is not so Julie would have answered. This is not what Julie would have done. Julie would have done this. Now Mary is trying to live in Julie's shadow. Is trying to suit and please the husband. Her husband was Julie's husband as much as she can. Try as she may, she was not doing a good job. Because this person being seen Julie, and you are saying, this is not how Julie do it. This is not. So she should walk in the shadows of the first wife. Julie used to set my bath No, Mary said, get your shower. This is not how Julie would have set my back. Julie would have put a cup with my wine here. She would have lit the candle. And instead of torturing this woman, who knows, good evening and good happy Sunday to you. You knows, I want to give you a sign, my Aquarian sign. I want to do a crochet in it for me. Thread is better you doing the crocheting. I did already, but it is not where I am. Let me know how we can speak about it, and you give me your price. But that zodiac, yeah, I would love a crochet. We're gonna put it up on the wall, right? And so I want to speak to you the other night about it, but you left very quickly. So I've been throwing it out right now to you. Okay, Miguel? Talk to me. Right. And so he's torturing. I call it torture. Because it didn't spell no sense. He get himself into a second marriage to torture the second wife about the first wife who have been deceased. My question at one of the time to her, because it's somebody who I know, and we used to call and talk on the phone, and she would and went to visit, and used to the action, went out, and these were the action. And it's as if when he's talking to her, she have to be tracking him down. What did you say? The carrying over into other relationship must affect it. When we are finished with the person that was in front, there are things you possible can take out of it, that whatever mistake you did make in that first one, you will try not to make the same mistake into the next one. But every shark rule him own sea. So if you are in this relationship and you are going to be taking from it to torture the other person, please stay alone. Please keep yourself quiet and stay by yourself. Don't get the next person married in it. And it is so uncomfortable to, if you cook, that's not the pot Julie would have used. That's not how Julie, so how do you feel, Mary, to feel? You have to eventually start revert and convert yourself to live in the shadow of your past persons, which is uncomfortable. Okay, thank you, sir. Catholicum is right. So when you're when you're getting into those ship, the relationship that leads up to marriage ship, the priorities straight. Thank you very much. Thank you for the blessings. Get the priority straight. Straighten it up. Let Julie live behind the mind. And Mary, who is now present, you're dealing with Mary. So, okay, if you want the continuation of Julie, then you need to learn or teach Mary how you wanted your things to be done. But not torturing the other person to say, well, it's not so, Julie, do it. This is the way Julie have done it. And that's the man. Is the woman any better? No. No. You came over with learned behavior. And with that learned behavior from the past, you brought it over in the present. The emotional, and you get scar from the first one. And those scars still sitting there. And every glance you glance at them, you decided to take them over with this one. And so, you don't have a communication. It impacts that present relationship. Yes, I've returned indeed. The woman who is now became the wife, who sometimes is coming from a past, and you also may be coming from one. And here the both of you meet. You met and you got to share. No, persons do not shed. They go straight into it, expecting the same thing from the past, because you do not get over the person. It's not easy to do, but you have to bear in mind that this is a different person, at different settings, all to complete. Some were trained to eat with their fingers, some trained to eat with knife and fork, some trained to sit on the floor, some trained to sit around table. Now, this gives you a job to do, because you got to find out who you are aligning yourself with in order for the both of you meet each other halfway. So you are going to forget Mr. John. And Johnny Boy was a good man. Johnny Boy would have taken my foot and he would rub my foot better. Johnny Boy would have taken me to the bathtub and he would have given me a shower. Johnny Boy would have dried me pat dry and put my clothes on. Johnny Boy, go and get me something from the fridge, and he would have gone before the word is finished. Johnny Boy, where are you going? Oh, I'm just walking out to the... No, you're leaving me here alone? Stay. And Johnny Boy, stay. Johnny Boy, stand for bed. Stop watching the TV. I need my company. And Johnny Boy would have done that. Now you met on Peter Boy. Peter acts differently. And you're going to look at it and say, but when my shower time, Peter, Johnny Boy would have come and get my showered me. He would have lift me from the bath. He would have towel dry me. And Peter is saying to you, I don't see the need for me to be lifting you from the bath. I don't see the need for you. Well, I may do your towel dry, but I'm not going to do that and dress you. So you're going to be in a problem. You are in a problem. Because if you cannot let go and you are going with the baggages over onto the other one, you are going to be in problem. And then again, oh, I can't manage. I can't manage, I can't manage. We have to separate. We have to say goodbye. We just can't manage. And again, you are gone. He is gone. Less than 6 months time, somebody else is in the same slot. Because what? You are not healed from the past. You have not getting over Mr. Johnny Boy. You forget it's not Mr. Johnny Boy this. This is Peter Boy. You are handling yourself that Mr. Peter should have walked in the footsteps of Mr. Johnny Boy. Now you're asking people to live in the other one's shadow. And if you look at it, we continue having a cycle going. I can't manage. I don't. Do not try to change people into your likeness. Because it won't work. You're going to have continuous bickering. You're going to have continuous unrest. You're not going to happy, and you're going to say, the lady don't makes me happy. Oh, the man don't makes me happy. We make ourselves unhappy. It's like you're removing from one classroom to the next. Different instructor, different teacher, different subject. They all set out their work and their style and pattern of delivery. So now you have to bring yourself in to accept teacher light and the pattern of his delivery. You can tell him, master your mind. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Right? The teacher over on class 10 is different from the teacher on class 1. So you got to put yourself there. You got to brace yourself. Find yourself in order. What gone wrong now? What went wrong? I don't know. Here. I don't know what went wrong. I just my screen went blank. Anyway, let me continue. Because of we not really yeah, I remember the marriage quite well. But I've just seen my screen went blank just round about now. Are you hearing me? Let me know if you are hearing me. There is we end up in problem and skipping from one end to the next end because we are trying to bring person in our likeness, in our favor. We do not think to work with each other in a half and half. It's not that what they do will always pleasing to us. Because, as I said, some learn to eat around table with knife and fork. Some learn to sit on the table. So it took you time to teaching the other person how you think that they should operate. Right? And we are thinking, said, okay, this is the way they should operate. This is the way we can see each other. And so, and so, and so it went on. Which is always not the that is not always what should have happened. But it goes on that way. Never try to change the person because they will change to please you, to give you some comfort. But honestly, they are going to go right back to their old ways. So to please me, you are going to do for me X, Y, and Z. But honestly, it is not going to work. It works for a time, and we live with complaint, we live with resentment, we live with non-communication, and we live with so many things that hurts us. We live with so many things that will hurt us. We live and said, oh, the person don't like me. If him did like me and if she did like me, this is what would have happened. But that's not the way of the liking. It's the baggages that we took with us that most of those garbage should have left behind. Hence, we have a lot of problems to say, oh my God, this is it, and I can't manage and I can't. Don't impose your ways upon the person. Because if you took him off the floor and him started to eat on the table, one day he's going straight back to the floor because that is what he used to. That is what he was trained for. It's like a soldier, right? It is like a soldier. They are trained in certain ways. And the way they were trained, this is the way that they operate. Good? So, taking things from the past to the future not necessarily help the future ship. And if it do help, it take you a long time to come across. So it is best and very best that you don't use. If the person walk barefooted, don't tell them to put on shoes because Johnny Boy used to put on shoes. Let him make himself comfortable in the way that he likes. Right? And because he don't make himself comfortable, we are in a real problem. I have to go on the other phone in order to see the comment them, because the comment has just gone off this one. Yeah. So we are in deep waters. We are in trouble with a whole lot of things. And so it bothers both parties. It bothers the both parties. Because they are not doing as it should. This is the way I want it. This is the way you should do it. This is the way. Trouble at all costs. Trouble, 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 trouble. Right? We have to set the pathway, and some of the things we just eat them at the back of our mind, deep within the back, and do not bring them to the forefront. Because if we take them to the forefront, we are going to be in serious trouble. And so we will say, well then, the person is this and the person is that, but that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. So we have to actually dig within and see what will work for it, what will work for us. Not under a dictatorship. I am dictating to you. This is my government. This is how I want it to run. This is how I want my cabinet to set out. No. The both of you have to come to a mutual agreement. And the less you speak about your past, the less problem you will have. There is another thing I want to drop into this. And I don't know, I want to see the comment section. I don't know why the comment section has been gone down. I don't know why. It say contact Truly Mel. Truly Mel, I'm trying to contact you. It just come up and said, I should have contact you, ma'am. And I am trying. Okay, Truly Mel is over this side here, so. Truly Mel, what is really happening? I opened the other live because I am not seeing the comment section. So I just, Yes, I was trying to contact you. I just opened this one a while ago to see the comment section. The comment section is gone from that. I don't know if you're hearing me. So let me know if you're hearing me that I can close this one. Hello?
Yeah, you just open another live, and I don't know which phone.
Yes,
But there are two persons over there.
are you hearing me on the first one? All
Yes.
right then, good. That's what I want to know. Okay, so I have to be writing right now, sort of blindly, because the comments, I don't know why the comment it came down, but the comment is not there. Anyhow, let me go on. There's one more thing I would like to drop into this. Agreed or disagreed, if you are getting into uh, a relation or sometimes I don't even like using the name relationship, trust me. But what you're getting into, would you agreed to give your body count to the person you are getting entwined with? Let me know. As much as I'm not seeing the comment, because the comment I just slipped off the screen right about now. Is it important for you to give your body count? I may see that next time. I'm not seeing it now, but listen to me now. Why would you want my body count? And that would be my question to whoever would have asked me that. What is the importance of me to give you my body count? Ladies, because guess what? These questions asked to the ladies. The ladies are not so much interested to ask the male that one. The only thing the lady interested in is to know the present person if you have somebody here and now. Do you have a woman? Oh no. The woman don't ask for the body count. But the male do it. And then they tell you your body count is as long as a road. Why is it important to the male for a body count? Would you, the female, give the outline of your body count? And if you would, be careful, because it's going to come back to you as a scorpion to sting you. Some things is better left unsaid. Some things is better left unknown. Because you may think you are doing an honest thing to say, okay, he's nice today though. And I'm going to tell him of all my encounters. Most of the time, and not only most of the time, all the time, it is there like a scorpion to let off the venom on you. So it's best for you. We are not getting together because of more body count or less body count. What are we getting together as? So if this is going to give validation to you, we might as well forget about that and keep it moving. It is a very risky and scary situation. Yeah. And not only that your body count needed or asked for, they want itemized too. So you have to go give a rundown of names. And then out of that, if you speak to a next male out there, so, oh, that's Ricky. And you're thinking that this person and this person is going to be still together. Ladies, think quite well in the things we do and the things we say, because most of the time you always hear if the police should hold up on somebody, they said, read out this thing to you on a little card and said, the things you say may, without a lawyer, get yourself a lawyer. If you don't have any, the government will provide you with one. And because what you say may use against you in the court of law. Yeah. So listen. A male wanted to date you and move on from just dating into in the first stage or the second stage and then in the third stage. And if he's going to go asking you about your body count, think well, think twice, think all along, because this will used against you in whatever ship you went in, whether the relation one, the marriage one, whatever ship you put your foot in, it will use as a scorpion to sting you. So you got to be careful. Be careful of what you're answering to and what you're going to be deadly honest about. Your past is your past. It belongs to you. It is for you to put your past to rest and moves in the future. It is for you to, you're not going to forget, but it is for you to lay it nicely down and moves in the future with the future person that is in front of you. Be careful how much information you gave about yourself. It's not necessary. Don't do it. Some persons are good enough that other people see them and said, oh, you know that lady that you married to was a stripper? You need to tell the man that you were a stripper, you know. And then of course, he didn't met you as a stripper. You put down your stripping job a long time ago. You put it in a cage, cover it and put it down. But somebody decided to resurrect your past. Took it to him. And he's going to come to you. But you could have told me, if I told you, what good is it going to do to you? You never tell me you were a criminal. And I didn't ask. Because if I ask, I'm not going to get the correct answer. So, be careful, ladies. Things are used against you because you open your mouth. And there's a saying that says, if fish never open his mouth, he wouldn't take the hook. He wouldn't bite the bait. So because him open the mouth, the hook him, because the bait is on the hook. Careful of what you divulged to those that came into your life to be a partner. Be careful of your divulging to them, because of what you divulge used against you in the wrong way, in the way that will damage you, your character, and everything. You imagine you resurrect from a certain path and you look at it, you rubbed it nicely, and you took it away, and you decided to move forward as a different thinking and action person. And somebody says, oh, I know her. She used to in the strip club. Tell me of my future and my present, not of my past. Now the man came and he wanted to know, oh, so you were a stripper. You used to dance in the strip club. How that how that impact you? Yes, I used to dance in the strip club. But why you didn't tell me? What? You didn't meet me as a stripper. You didn't meet me as a stripper. You met me as a nice up front lady, working in the bank, working somewhere which is of reputable character. And you're going to ask me, why didn't I say it to you? Would it make a difference? If I say it to you, would it make any difference? Would we still be friends or getting into marriage, or are we married? Saying it to you, would it take off any points off me? So be careful of what you divulge. Because a man getting into something with a woman, he's not going through all of this. Oh, were you a stripper? Were you a thief? He's not asking those questions. So sometimes we are so honest with ourselves and our life and our behavior, and we look him in the face and we start smiling, and he smiles back at us, and we are saying, oh, I used to do so and so. Huh? Really? Huh? He may not show it to you, but he put it down in his notebook. And the least slip you slip, he will be looking for the next train out of your life. The next lifeboat, he's going to jump on it and him sail himself right out of your life. So you have to look at what works for you. What will work in your marriage? What will work in all of what you're doing? Yeah. Drop those baggages. If it is someone you can work with, you can make life with, it's a future with this person, drop the baggages. Do not walk over into this new ship with the baggages from the old ship. Do not sail with the old baggages into the new ship. It's going to cause problem, serious problem, living unhappy, living in an uncomfortable state. Because at all times, this person will be looking at you out of the side of their eyes. I wonder. I wonder. And if you are married, stay married. Do not try to live in the other person's shadow, to please, to appease, because you will never get it done. You will never get it right. Because if you make the cup of coffee and he said you just want half teaspoon of coffee, and you put the half teaspoon of coffee, and he said, okay, I need cream, and you put cream in it. When you walk up to him and said, oh, but it needs more coffee in it, he said to use a spoon in it. In cases like these, you bring the coffee, the hot water, and the cream on your tray and give it to him. And he will make his own coffee in the taste that he wanted it. Yes. Hence, we have so much things happen. Could you please touch the like button? I am not seeing that thumb very happy at all. That thumb is so unhappy, sticking up there, all alone, not to be like. Oh my God. Right? So, this is what we do. Somebody asked if we could look at a reasoning about drinking and vomiting. I guess I will do that on the next live. But I don't think I really want to bombard this live with it, because that is separate and apart from this. Yeah. We're just really talking about the crossed over, the contamination of the relation of the ship when we walk over with some of the contents that we have into the bag, that we should leave it alone. Keep it only for yourself, for you to remember and laugh about, but not to bring it into the relation. Not to bring it onto that ship. Taking it onto that ship will cause more problem, more hurt. Because sometimes you were hurt from over there. And when you brought that hurt, you only hurt more. Because you're coming to see something. You're coming to get no communication. Wow. How can we go without communication? Emotionally, we're hurt. And look at you broughting over that over here. Right? And when we have a separation, Give yourself a considerable amount of time to heal, to get over the hurt or get over some of the hurt before you move in with a next sailor in that ship. Give yourself that space, that breathing space, that time to look over things, because you cannot use one broken relationship to mend the other. You have just get out of one toxic relationship and you are going to say, okay, this one came and you're jumping into it. It's a more toxic one you're going into. Because what? You have not cleared the air. You have not seen far enough. Because it's always one contempt to the other. You have just walked out of one that is, and the next one that presented itself is even a worse one, came in suit and attache case. And you look at it and say, okay, this one look good. When you get yourself entwined in it, it is worse. Miss Lucy, it was Sarah. So when you have broken up, get healing, because no one can heal you but yourself. Get over that as much as 95%. Then you can see yourself handling a next relationship. But you just jump from one into the other, it is problem. And whatever is causing you, because you're not going to use that one to say, okay, I'm going to spite the person, I can show him that I can get somebody. No. The second kind of him is right at the door waiting on you with a smiling face and a lovely handshake and perhaps a chops on the jaw, and make you feel comfortable, but only to know is the replica of what you run left. So don't ever use, or I can't tell you say not to do it. I can only encourage you that looks carefully. Look at the other knight in shining armor who is coming to sweep you off your feet and break up your heart. Because they're going to come like a knight in shining armor. Yes. So you have to be careful. You have to be sober in what you are doing. Do not let the way of getting into bed, and do not put yourself out there, I am the best champion bubbler. No. That's the last small slice of the cake. There are bigger and better things for you to try and get through without. When you certainly feeling confident in what you're doing, then then. But if you're going to do it just to be in the person's bed, just for them to be looking, just for you to be saying, okay, I am good and I can take you around the world, over the moon, under the sea, over... No. No. That is where most of the time the decisions that we make is so wrong. because we are not waiting until the dust settled. We just decided to get into it again and oh, I'm feeling. No, no. The devil dressed like a knight in shining armor, waiting to deceive, to destroy, and to mash up again. Yes. So let what you're doing make sure the ship relationship, at least you know a big percentage before you don't know anything at all, not even 2% of who and what is in that ship. Your mouth was made to ask question in a very subtle way. Ask your question, make your suggestions. That you will able to know some more, that more than you are seeing on the surface. Because what you saw on the surface is not it. There is more beneath. And that goes for the male as well, not only for females, but for the male. Because trust me, we are women. Oh yes, we are women. And most of the time, the man is easily robbed than the woman. Yeah. Because most of them do not look into details. They heard, but they have not pursued. They listen, but they do not comprehend. And because they do not comprehend, they too get led off into the forest and left right there. Right? A lot of men that eventually say, but I didn't know that. You listen, but you did not comprehend what the person says. And the eyes that you should be looking on, you use that eyes and that mind, thinking how well you will fit in that gaping. How well, and you are sit there planning and looking how well on how you're going to do it and how you're going to enjoy yourself. When the person is saying to you, I am cutting out your pocket. Which of the pocket the money into? And the person saying all of this, but your eyes are so fixated upon the middle section until you don't hear and you don't see. There is a story. And you know I always have a story to give. Trust me for that one. Let's say this lady went and visited with this man. Oh, I always see this man and having his chat, you know. Men are gifted for that, yeah. So they made their plans and the woman turned up on the plan. And after closed door, they were having a catawampus time. Mr. Gentleman, feeling so good, don't know what to talk, say, said to the woman, I have one big hog tie up round there, so you can take him when you're going. And of course the woman heard that. I guess she turned the wheel a little harder. She steered and she steered. She said, okay. They all cool off. She got up early in the morning and she went to loose and tie the hog. And the man said, where you going with him? And said that, you tell me last night that I should take him, and said that is F-talk. Leave me hog alone. So, when all of this hit the brain, they don't see and know anything more. Because everything is set on the middle section. And how I'm going to enjoy myself. And what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. And where I'm going to do it and all the rest of it. While the lady's saying something else. And you are there. Okay, man, the briefcase is right round there, so you can take the briefcase, man. It is worth it. Because what? You listen, but you have not comprehended. You have not comprehended. Because if you comprehended, some of the things it has done wouldn't. And so, it comes to 2 hours almost since I am on the live. Will be closing at this time. Remember to love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Let your self-esteem stay high. Do not bring down yourself because of stupidity. Let no one try to belittle you. Let no one took you down to their level. Stay above at all times. Love yourself, because no one can love you than how you love yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Esteem yourself high. Hug yourself. Appreciate what you saw. Hug and say to self, I love you. I appreciate you with all that I have. Look yourself. Speak with yourself. Give love, hug to yourself. And anyone that is coming and figure more or less, I am the one of the love bearer, so I am bringing all a bunch of this and a bunch of that. You already love yourself, and it's only for them to say, okay, I love you. But you first love yourself. You first be aware of who you are. Let your value stand out. Let no one devalue you. Let no one put on a value that you doesn't worth. You know your worth. You know your value. So don't compromise and came down to anyone's level. At times we compromise And in compromising, we realize we are not comfortable where we are. So don't compromise yourself. Don't devalue yourself for no one. Keep your value high. Because guess what? When you go into these stores and you saw one little something for $50,000, don't have it, you are not going to purchase it because you can't purchase it because you don't have $50,000. Is the salesperson going to drop their price to please you? No. They are not devaluing, because if they do devalue that, the price is going to go on something else. So let no one devalue you. Let no one think that your value is only 2 cents. And this is what is happening right around. Persons decide to compromise. Compromise their happiness. Compromise their freedom. And they compromise right along until they compromise themselves out of compromising. Let love, and let it begin with you. Because when you love yourself, you don't have to ask anyone to love you. It is demanded that they love you because you love yourself and treat yourself quite well. So they will look on and said, oh, this one is of great value. Your price is above ruby. So either man or woman, don't devalue yourself. Do not bring yourself down to the level where you can't get back up. Hold your value because you are valuable. So hold your value in place. Held that in place. Love. Love, love, love. Love and be loved. And with so doing, that's the reason why you need to have things for yourself. Do things for yourself. Be recognized. Yes. That no one. You're not for higher purchase. So no one will have you and higher purchase this. Love yourself. Have yourself a good one. Have yourself a good one. Pray for yourself. Pray for your family. Pray, and at all times, pray. Continue praying. Continue putting your family, your children, family before the throne of mercies. And do nothing without God being a part and parcel of your doings. Okay? Remember, stepping into relationship, do not drag your past to taint the future. Kindly put it aside and start all over. That the future, you will see what become of it. If it is like the same one you left, or it's better. May God bless all of you that listens to me tonight. May God keep you, provide for you. For those that are sick, give you healing. Love, respect. Thank you all. Good night.